Hi everyone, and welcome back to part 3 of my digital planning series. So today we're going to talk about Goodnotes basics, and Goodnotes 5 specifically. And what we're going to do this, we're going to decorate a planner spread together in the freebie digital planner that I have linked, and I just recently uploaded, and I will link below as well as on my Instagram profile. I made freebie digital stickers for May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. I love Star Wars a lot, and this week is my birthday week, so even more excited. And I thought it would be fun for us to learn the basics of Goodnotes 5 by decorating a digital planner spread together. So let's go you should already have the digital planner. Let's go get the stickers, the digital stickers, and we'll import them from the beginning. You'll be taken to the Dropbox page. Let's hit this down arrow and direct download. You'll see at the top the little arrow will bounce the down arrow when it's ready, and then we're going to export it, the square with the up arrow, and we're going to open it in our Goodnotes 5. Open. And we're going to import as a new document. We're going to put it, sure, why not, in our digital planner folder. And it'll open up as a new tab for you. So now this document was a Goodnotes file. I had already cropped the digital stickers for you and put them in a Goodnotes file, so it's really easy to move, copy and paste, and to grab specific stickers. You don't need to do any cropping yourself, which is pretty cool. So all of these digital stickers are PNG files, and basically what that means is it's an image with a transparent, clear background, so you don't have any of the white behind it. So it gives it a nice, clean look. So let's pull up, so we have our digital planner. Let's go to the spread that we're going to be decorating. So the tabs at the top are how you're going to transition between your different files. So we have our digital planner tab in the middle here, and then our stickers are on the far right. So when we go back to our planner, let's go, you probably are at the start page. To transition between the different hyperlinks in Goodnotes, you are going to use this edit function and button. So top right, the circle with the pencil, this is in the edit mode where you can see all of the tools listed at the top. When you tap it, they go away, and now you are in not the edit mode. I don't know if there's a special word for it, but it's basically the mode where you can use your hyperlinks throughout your digital planner. So on every page of my digital planner, you will see there is this paperclip, and I have hyperlinked that to take you back to the home page. So wherever you are, just hit that paperclip, and so hopefully we're all back at the same home page now, the index. So let's go to this first tab, and it'll take you straight to the month. We're not going to worry about decorating the month now. You can do that on your own. Just swipe with your finger to the left to go on to the next page, and this will be our first weekly spread. So the weekly spreads are what's called a vertical format, and if you've ever used the Happy Planner, this format might be familiar to you, but there's 3 different rows and then 7 different columns. So let's first put the month at the top, and we're going to put some dates, and we're going to do this with text, with type. You could also always do handwriting, but let's start off with text so we can get some practice with text in. So we were in that hyperlink mode, so we can transition. So now we got to go back to the edit mode. So tap that edit button again, and you should now see all your tools at the top. The one that has a box with a T that stands for text, that is your text box. So if you click that, if you tap anywhere on your planner, you will see that it brings up a cursor and then your keypad to type in. Let's set some fonts first and some settings for our text. On the far right, the big A and the little a is your font formatting button. You'll also see to the left of that you have your bold and italics button if you need to. Let's open up the formatting of our text. You can see you can have it left, middle, or right. Let's keep it on the left, no big deal. This slider bar here is the size of your text, and you can see your cursor is moving in height. Let's keep it at 50. I think that was a good size right now. We can always resize it later. You can either drag it or you could hit your plus or minus. For the font, let's choose a bold font. Some of these are ones that I have imported into my iPad, so I'm going to try to find one that everyone should have. Let's do Futura. It's a good space age kind of font. To go back to the main styling font editing page or menu, just hit that back styling button. And then if you scroll down, so just scroll down on this menu, you can see more options are given. You can choose a background color for your font. You can choose a border color. You can choose how far the font is from your border, as well as, I don't really use the padding. Let's see what it does. I'm not really sure. Anyway, so we're going to just keep it like that. I usually only mess with the size and the font, or the location center left or middle, or to the right. So we're going to leave it like that. Let's tap out of that to get back to our font here. And as you can see, this text box got really big. So grab one of those blue dots, bring it over, and let's center it above Monday here. And this coming Monday will be the 4th, May 4th. Oh, looks like we need to make our text box a little bit bigger so we can hold it in there. Now to pick up and move your text box, you can just tap in that text box area and then move with your stylus or your finger, and you'll be able to move it just like that. If you need to edit, go ahead, type in whatever you need to. So we're going to leave it just like that. Now so what you can do is you can basically start over for Tuesday, tap, but what's going to happen is we didn't save that setting as our default. So we're going to have to go in and change our font again. What you can do is once you have it set up the way that you want, so let's go back and choose Futura. Back to styling, 50 size. Not going to mess with the color or anything. Click this Save as Default button. Now this will make it your default through any of your notebooks, so just FYI, but for right now, that's fine. So that's one way to quickly get to your same font size and font or whatever settings that you have. The other way to do it, this lasso button is this dotted line right here that looks like a little lasso, is an amazing tool. This is probably my favorite tool ever. And what it is, it allows you to grab, pick up, move, edit pictures, images, text, handwritten, notes, lots of different things. So I want to basically copy and paste this number 4 and then edit it to say 6 for that Wednesday. So I'm going to circle this here and tap and hold, and I get a bunch of different options. So we're going to use the copy function. Oh, and it disappeared because I took too long. So tap and hold again, no big deal. Hit copy. So now it has copied it onto our clipboard. Tap and hold near the area where you want to put it and click paste. And there we go. So now I want to edit that text actually, so it'll say the number 6. We don't use the lasso here because if you see when you do the lasso, it doesn't allow you to edit your text here. You can change a bunch of different things, but you can't change your text. So take off that lasso just by tapping outside of that area and then just tap and hold on that number. And then you'll get a zoom, edit, or paste options here. We're going to do the edit function. We're going to change this to a 6. Perfect. Okay, let's go and finish the rest. Through the rest of this week. Digital planning actually, I find sometimes goes a lot faster for me than paper planning. And sometimes I like that because I don't have a lot of time sometimes to decorate. And being able to quickly and easily move things around makes it so much easier. Okay, so see here, the font was a little big and it just pushed it down to the next line. So just again, drag and drop, touch near one of those blue lines and pull it over to the right a little bit just to give it a little bit more space. Okay, so say you wanted to line up this 10 as a little to the right. Let's use our lasso tool, circle our 10, and we're just going to drag it where we want. Tap and hold to drag. So again, circle, tap and hold. And if you tap too hard and you see how it kind of expanded, that's when you're going to get those menu options to pop up. We don't really want that just to move, so you don't need to hold that long. Just tap it and move it to be able to get it to move easily. So I think you'll see the background is dotted on this planner, so you can kind of roughly help to line up your numbers. So I think that's pretty good. So let's paste one more time over here and edit. And we're going to make this say May. And drag it over so it gives enough space. Okay, now I want to make the May a little bit bigger. So what we're going to do is lasso tool, circle, tap and hold, and resize. Now you will get this arrow down at the bottom right hand corner, and this allows you to drag it to make it bigger or smaller, and you can also rotate it if you need to move it in a different size or a different way, vertical or whatnot. So I'm going to keep it a little bit bigger, just like that. Again, you can make yours however you like, but hopefully just walking through all this will help you walk through all the basic tools that you'll need to decorate a planner spread in your digital planner. Okay guys, it's time for stickers. I hope you're as excited as I am about digital stickers because I love them. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're basically going to be copying and pasting these stickers onto our digital planner. A couple of different ways to do it. You can do individually, and so you're going to go towards a sticker that you want, and just somewhere touching the sticker, use your lasso tool, circle, tap and hold. Oop. Okay, this was a great example. So you saw how that came up as screenshot versus my menu of copy. This was because I was playing around earlier and took off one of the settings. So let's look at the settings of our lasso tool, because when I first started Goodnotes, I forgot about this and thought my stickers weren't working. But your lasso tool has several different functions. So you can turn on and off for what types of thing your lasso tool will select. This comes in handy once you start layering stickers and handwriting text or whatnot. Stickers are considered images in this case. So anytime you're putting stickers into your digital notebook, those will be treated as images. Your handwriting is this, that's what it is, your handwriting, and then text is your text boxes. And so I just pulled up this menu by just tapping that lasso tool button up at the top there. So I usually have all of these on, but there are sometimes, like I said, when I'm layering that I only want it to pick up my handwriting, so I'll turn off that image so it doesn't pull up my stickers. And that's what I was doing earlier when I was playing around with this. So we have to turn it back on. So now it'll recognize everything. Try it again. There we go. So we got our menu to pop back up. So now we're going to just copy this sticker. Go back, tap the tab to go back to our planner, tap and hold, and paste. So now you'll automatically get that resize button will be attached and set up. So we're going to make him a little bit bigger. He's my favorite. So we'll put him on May the 4th. And to get that box to go away, you just tap outside of it. So this is just me personally, how I like to digitally plan, or planning in general, I guess, for decorating. I like to put down the basics first, and then I put the decorative elements on top. I'll show you some tricks on how to basically layer in Goodnotes. So you accidentally want to put something that's on the bottom layer onto the top of a different sticker. I'll show you how to do that in this too. So let's take some of these basic elements down towards the bottom. So that was just copy and pasting one sticker. You can also select multiple with your lasso tool, tap and hold, and it'll paste all of them. Now, sometimes if you already have a lot of stickers already down on your planner, sometimes that it'll be a little bit more difficult to move them around. So starting off in the beginning, it's okay to do that, but you might want to, once you get a base down, you might want to limit doing multiple at once and just go to one at a time. So let's select several of these basic elements to put down all at once. So just lasso, and they just have to be touching those elements. It's actually going to pick up one of those washi. So in that case, I didn't necessarily select this washi, but it was picking it up. You can either reselect or just select it. Make sure you select your lasso down lower on those stickers because it only has to be touching a part of them. Copy all of those, go back to our planner, and paste. So now they're in here, they're already cropped PNG files. So what that means is that you can use your lasso tool, circle your image, and just move it, and the rest of them are untouched. They don't move with it all together like on one sheet. So you will see some digital stickers for sale, and if they are cropped PNG Goodnote files, this is how they will come to you when you download them. Those are probably the easiest digital stickers to use. In a later video I'm going to do, I'll do Goodnotes Advanced, and I'll walk you through if they don't do that, and even how to make your own digital stickers from PDF documents and things like that, because it is possible. So I want to let's put this red one over here actually. Tap and hold. I want to resize this. So this is a little bit wider than this space. So I'm going to size it down to the width. And then I'm actually going to drag it lengthwise. So instead of lassoing it, I'm going to just tap and hold and hit edit. And that's going to bring up, you'll see the two arrows on the top and the bottom. So you can basically kind of distort it, make it longer or wider. And I'm just going to drag it a little bit longer here, so it'll take up most of that space. Tap outside of that box to get out of it, and now you'll see our little Ewok is covered up. So this was the layering issue that I was talking about a little bit earlier. So we want to bring him onto the top of that box because of course he's the cutest. So use your lasso tool, circle him, tap and hold. Oop, it was picking up my May. Sometimes you might need to zoom in to help you get a better selection. So that just selected him perfect. Now I'm going to use my cut function. This will quickly delete it, but also copy it at the same time onto your clipboard. So I'm going to click cut. And now I'm going to tap and hold and select paste. And so basically you're now putting it on the top layer. And there we go. Super cute. Now we can see them all. Perfect. Okay, I don't think I'm going to use this one. So I want to delete it. So I just used the lasso tool, circled it, tapped and held, and I'm going to hit delete to get rid of it. So that's how easy it is to delete something, and no ripping of your paper if you accidentally put a sticker down that you didn't want to. That's also one of the reasons I really love digital planning.